All right. How we doing, guys? We should be live. Thank you for your patience. I hard shut down my computer last night. Like uh like held down the power button to turn it off because I didn't have my mouse with me. And it wouldn't turn on today just now. So I don't know. Dutch Bros is here though. The line was way too long. They actually had people coming out to our cars to give us our food. To give us our drinks, I should say. But yeah, let me know how everything is. Sound was okay the whole time. I just wasn't speaking. We got, I think, 10 accounts to do today. The big question is, I don't know if I'm going to do my summons today or tomorrow. I'll tell you, my summons are going to be pretty scary. So I've been saving for a really long time. Whatever. I've been saving for a really long time my divines. So you can see I've got 67 here. And then this makes it... That makes it 69, and I think I give something else somewhere. I don't remember. I'm gonna have about 70, but I have A5 Zilitu, so that's pretty scary. So the plan is to summon every single divine on my account. But if I have already pulled like 2 Zilitu, I might lose my mind. I don't know if I can stomach much more than that. I've already pulled Zilitu A6 on my account before. Look at that, minus 25%. Don't mind if I do. I actually really don't mind if I do, quite frankly. We'll start with the pulls in a second. You have a hero training, right? Lilia. Everyone loves Lilia. I'm working on 6-starring all of these guys now. Because I've 6-starred every single epic and every single legendary, a lot of the rares. I kind of want to move on to the commons and the uncommons at this point. I've already done a few of them. How's everybody's summons been going? Pretty good? Why did I think I had another divine summon somewhere? Was it here? Did I buy this one yet? I don't know. I was pretty sure there was one other one. Maybe was I about to... Confused. Well, hey, 69 is not the worst thing in the world, is it? I don't think so. Thank you, Kyle. 2 Zeal, 2 Bubba, and an Arrogance. That's really good, Thomas. Congrats. You did 20 pulls and you got him? That's great. No, I think I just had one lying around somewhere, but 340 rare pulls, you got 2 Bubba, 2 Zeal, that's gonna make people upset, man. 4 banner heroes and 340 pulls is ridiculous. That's pretty ridiculous. Can do a super chat goal. There we go. It was a fusion and you did it yesterday? No, but I remember thinking, oh, that will be the one to get us to 70. That was the idea I had in my head when I saw it. Do you notice they did a whole decoration for Chinese New Year? I think it looks really good. All right, up first we've got So where are you? His name, I think it was Waystar? Warcry. I'm thinking of Waystar or Roygo. You are up. Login details, please. A3 Bubba for me. I mean, A3 would be so sick. That'd be that'd be crazy. I'll tell you guys, there's definitely been a lot of opinions one way or another about Beelzebub. I just finished talking with Prospector. We're gonna do a live Bubba debate tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's Gives a Divine? That's cool. That's not what I was thinking, but that is cool. Maybe it's from one of these. Was it from this? No. I think I'll probably do mine tomorrow, unless you guys really want to see them today. I think it just makes more sense. You've been seeing A0 is good for you? I definitely want better than A0. Usually I don't need more than A0, but I want at least A1. Ideally, I really want A2. And then A3 obviously is when he becomes the best. But I'm not in a huge rush. But if I pull 70 summons and then I also probably do some rare stuff, I would be pretty upset. Just a single. Check my achievements. No, I have 2 in my achievements. That's part of my counting. I have these 2. I've been sitting on them forever, waiting to claim that. In 30 minutes, you have to hop off. Did you sign up, Damien, or are you just letting me know? I'm just waiting for Warcry here. I just tried to sign in, but it said the password was wrong. If you're just joining, guys, make sure to like the stream. Just past 200 viewers. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, guys. If you send me a password and I try it, and it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, right? Even if you say it works, maybe there's a copy paste. Maybe it was copying a space. Let's see. And he just needs to approve the login. Prove login on your device. Pull up my agenda. I believe we have like 9 accounts. I'll tell you. Actually, I'll wait a second, but I'll tell you something fun in a second. We have 10 signups, one of which is Moat Carp, who we did the big Yuri pulls for last week. He's a big spender. So we're doing 60 gold summons and 600 normal summons for him. So we'll do that, I think, separately at the end. If you guys want to have something to look forward to, that should be a pretty spicy sesh. I'm waiting for this approval. Did it work? It did. He just did it. Okay, cool. All right, guys, we're going to start with our first account already. Thank you. There we go. There's Warcry. He actually has 2 accounts. We're starting off with him. He's got 2 accounts that we're doing. So I'll already queue up his next account, actually. Is Death here? Are you in the chat, Death? Pull up my instructions. So we're doing for Warcry. His first account, we're doing everything. His second account, we're doing everything. Then I'll just start shouting out your names. A couple people already messaged me. Earl messaged me. Melville, Simeon, you messaged me. These are people now I haven't heard from. R-Type, Legion, TJ messaged me. He's going 3rd or 2nd, I guess. Phantom and Tanner. So if you guys signed up, shoot me a DM now. We'll get the order worked out. Don't think this will be too long. maybe just 1 or 2 hours today, and then we'll head over to Twitch. I'll also quickly say, I'll probably repeat this a few times. There you go. Tanner just messaged me, so we're caught up there. If you guys want to support me, we're gonna do Moat Carp's polls at the very least, and then maybe mine if I do my polls today. We will do those on Twitch. I'm applying for Twitch partner in 2 days. So the better I can keep my stats for Twitch, the better my chances are. So be sure to try to stop by if you can. And if you have to leave, maybe lurk, leave the stream running, because we really want to keep those Twitch stats high. I really want to get Twitch partner. I want that done. All right, here we go. Level 92 account. This guy, Yo Guy, keeps changing his name, baby. All right, what are we working with? He said we're pulling everything. I know divines. We've got, it's going to be about 200 summons on this account. R-Type and Tanner I heard from. So the only people I haven't heard from are Legion, Dark Elves, and Phantom. Those are the only ones I need to hear from. Pretty good. Pretty good turnout, I would say. All right, let's get into it. Remember to like the stream, guys. Let's keep it moving. Are we ready? Give me some R's in the chat, and we will kick things off with our first Bubba pulls of the day. More R's in the chat. Also, guys, I got a little sneak preview for you on something that we're going to announce tomorrow. Something me and someone else have been cooking up. But you can chew on this for a bit. All right, I think we're ready for some pulls. Bubba time, baby. Bubba Gump. Let's go. Wrong banner. Let's go. What time am I going live on Twitch? About an hour and a half whenever we finish here. Yeah, it's going to be a big community challenge. I'm actually going to put up a cash prize this time around. I'm hosting it with another creator, so you guys will have a video about that tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Definitely look forward to it. You're level 58 and free to play. It depends how many summons you have saved in Sidious. If you have enough that you can still guarantee the Valentine's guarantee, then yeah. But otherwise, you should absolutely just save everything for Valentine's Day. You could easily hit legendaries 10 times and miss him, right? It's a great banner. But first be an instant legendary. That's not a thing anymore. They patched that. You got Laurel. Hey, Laurel's better than almost every legendary hero in this game, so that's about as good a pull as you could hope for, Sly. You got Iona and thought of me. That's what I like to hear. It's a little less exciting though now that she's not rare. How many pulls could you realistically save in what time period, CJ? Pup's name is Harry. I can bring him on later. I brought him on stream on Twitch yesterday because I needed to take care of him, and he was just whining the whole time. Sometimes he's in the best mood and he's so nice, and then sometimes he's just whining and whining because he's such a baby. I didn't see his death in the chat, guys. Does anybody see death in the chat? He's here? Okay. Well, you're here? You're half here? So are you here to count today, Death, or should someone else do it? Hey, guys, quick reminder to like the stream. We're at only 73 likes with 250 viewers. So definitely do that. From now until Valentine's Day, if you're late game, you'll get between diamonds and summons, you'll get at least 40 a month, I would say. So you'll have 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks. You could very comfortably expect to get 120 pulls more. Realistically, that's a pretty conservative estimate. Xena's niche because you have to cycle her in and out, but she's insanely strong. We're still not even at 100 likes, 260 viewers and 89 likes. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to be me, and quite frankly, I would be embarrassed to be you guys as well. There's no other way to put it. There's a Titus. They're making us work, baby. They're making us work. I'll tell you, between diamonds and rare summons, end game, not counting any creator diamonds I get, I save about 70. I can get about 70 rare summons a week. I don't want to do music today, sorry. I can get up to 200 easily within 2 weeks. 3 weeks, excuse me. So, but it's different for where you are, right? There we go. A little early. We'll definitely take that. Come on now. Oh, and that's what we call a good omen where I come from. Starting it off with the single best hero in all of the game. Unbelievable. Any rumors about Valentine's Day banners? There's a lot of rumors, but nothing that's, substantiated beyond a rumor or leak, so nothing I'm going to discuss. I would know those sweet, sweet green boobies literally anywhere. I'd know them anywhere. I would. A8 Elwyn? You got an A8 Elwyn? That's crazy. I have A1 Elwyn. I've never pulled Elwyn. I got Elwyn from my card for clearing stage 18 for the 3 gear raids, and then I bought her stone from the Awakening shop. Plan tutors. That is a pretty sick first pull. It definitely reinforces my theory that they might have evened out the rates. We'll do a study on that. Probably for Valentine's Day. I was going to do it for this banner, but didn't really make sense. Would I kill you? Yeah, I would kill you, R-Type. Also, we still need to film that. Yeah, I'd kill you. Honestly, yeah, I'd kill you. I'd freaking kill you. That reminds me, I need to message Jake. Eight blues, can't lose. Finally, we passed 100 likes. Thank you, guys. You did 100 pulls and you got 3 legendaries. Doesn't matter who they are. That's crazy. He's joking. He's just Leia can't be part of it. It's no legendary lords, and also Elwyn's much better than Leia. There was Iona, not even noteworthy anymore. They made her so common. They made my sweet girl so common. Kind of takes a lot of the spice out of it. If you used all your summons and gems, would you be able to save enough for Valentine's Day? It depends where you are in the game. Very likely you could just get there, but you'd be cutting it pretty close. I would leave 50 summons left over. Like on my account, I could easily get there. But I don't know if you're maxing out every event. I don't know how deep in the game you are, so it all depends. Mid to late, you should be able to. If you save all your diamonds too, you should be able to. Look at that, 8 rares. I see 240 diamonds. Gwendolyn. They're never going to bring Gwendolyn back. They're just going to torture people, never make her accessible. And look at that, exactly 0 diamonds remaining. So it was about just less than 200 pulls. We got our 1 legendary, and it was the best legendary in the game. We got Elvin. So no Bubba, no Zilitu, but we will take it. Let's go now to the second account for Mr. Warcry. What's that flag? Scotland. Scotland. We got a Scottish account. Scotland. Scotland! What's going on here? I mean, keep in mind, there's likely to be Valentine's Day events and login rewards and stuff, which should give you another at least probably 20 summons worth of diamonds and rare crystals. So you probably could say I'd say most players, if they pulled everything today and started saving today, by the time the Valentine's Day events end, which would likely be, I believe it would be at the earliest February 17th, likely February 18th. That's just over, that's like 3.5 weeks. I think almost everyone could save from scratch if you were a daily player and you were on top of your stuff. All right. Now we got a level 9. This guy's got 2 accounts, 1 level 92 and now 1 level 98. That's pretty spicy. What are we cooking with over here? About the exact same, about just less than 200 once again. We might have to do a sell-off here depending on how fresh he is into his pity. Oh, you single pulling people are crazy. We got a little pity built. Oh, there we go. Broke here. All right, let's go. Who do you guys think we're gonna pull first, Beelzebub or Zilitu? Who's coming home first? Thank you very much for the gifted subs, Neek. Really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you, sir. Or gifted memberships, I guess. We're on YouTube, aren't we? Bubba, Zilly, Bubba, Zilly. Single pulling for the daily. I've never single pulled for the daily, and I never ever would do that, nor suggest it. I've told people actively not to do that. Single pulling for the daily is crazy. That's a legendary. Let's go. Single pulling for the daily gives you 1/15th of an epic promotion material. Hey, there's Zilitu. There she is. Hit her early enough that we have a lot left to try to hit Beelzebub, and even if we don't, by the end of the weekend, he'll be able to hit Pity one more time. What does that mean, Panda? Before at least there was energy, now even bigger scam? I don't know what that means. Peace out, Damien. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the daily quest is just it's useless. This is worth nothing. You do your single pull every day, you get 1/15th of a 4-star promotion star up material. This is worth nothing. This is worth, I don't know, 2 runs in the stamina in the XP raid. I mean, this is never ever something worth pulling for. You should never do the daily pulls. Yeah, doing daily summons for that quest is unhinged. I had a whole video about it back in the day. It adds nothing to your account. All it does is risks resetting your pity off banner in the middle of the week. You know. Yeah. So yeah, if they're giving you like the gears or something, then I do them. But even then I don't always do them. But that obviously makes it a lot more valuable. You know, if you can win fragments of like an ancient summon, then that's a lot more appealing. Is she past her prime? She's really good, but she's definitely past her prime. They added way too many OP guild boss heroes and fighters. Hey, we just passed 300 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for being here. Happy Bubba Day to all who celebrate. Zilitu has like the worst A5 in the entire game. Her A5 is completely useless. Her A3 is huge. One of the better A3s. It makes her ultimate last 10 seconds longer. But Zilitu's A5 is it's depressing to pull. It's basically, I'd say it's worse than pulling her A6, because when you get her A6, you at least get the extra awakening tokens. Her A5 is terrible. Recovers 10% HP for each stack of recharge consumed. Those are such small heals. It's when you're using this, and she's never solo tanking stuff. They have this idea that she should be blocking. There is no latent endgame content where she's needing extra heals beyond what your healer can provide. It's pretty terrible. Worse than Hearts now. Maybe not worse than... No, nothing's... Hearts' A5 it shows a fundamental misunderstanding about how their game works. I don't even know what Beelzebub's A5 is. Oh no, his A5's true damage. No, this isn't bad at all. I mean, this is like reliable, constant extra damage. It's not that strong, but it's not bad, right? So, you know, this would basically be, you do 8 instances of damage during his ultimate, probably equal to about 14,000 attack. So, I mean, that's certainly something. It's not, you know, game breaking, but 10, you know, huge AoEs, 10 times, 10 target hitters. Yeah, okay, so one place in like normal Void Rift stuff. No, I would never sell anything. They could always rework the Awakenings, which is something I would suggest they do. Her A4 isn't bad. +2 Rage Regen based off of attack is pretty dang good. She can cycle a lot faster. I would never sell, and I never have sold any hero until you get them A5. You know, if you're free to play and you're really competitive, if there was like a Beelzebub stone in the shop, or Eloin, or Arrogance, and you wanted to sell your Azors or something, you could do that. I still wouldn't. That's up to you. I think our web dev is in the chat. Everybody say hi to Archer. Thank you very much, Datboy. Thank you for, apparently that's the 20th time you've left a super like on someone's live stream, so that's pretty cool. Let's keep going here. On to the diamonds. On to the diamonds. Most of them been to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. They've done 0 to make it up. I mean, there's a lot of time for them to do more than 0. This is still it's been less than a week still, right? I talked to them this morning, so their evening. And they were, you know, they seem pretty motivated to try to make things better. You know, it's all TBD, but I would be cautiously optimistic we should get better stuff. What is stopping them from putting a mobile download link on their website? I don't know about how that stuff works in terms of tech. I think mobile download links, though, just directly relink to that mobile operating system's store. Like, I think if there was like, if you see like there's a link on download Raid Shadow Legends and there's a link, you click it and it's a redirect to the App Store or the Google Play Store. I don't think you can just independently download an app, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I feel like I've never done that before. What you said? You tried cycling the Salt and Nazim. You stink. I don't know where and why. What are you talking about? New redeem codes? No, not right now. You still need to buy from the app? Yeah, that too. So how are, as a non-spender, I don't know. How is it working right now? Frickin' heck. How's it working with in-app purchases? You need W Gold? That's the only way right now? You can have an APK. I hear people say APK a lot. I don't know what an APK is. And is that only for Android, not for iOS? You can only spend through a third-party app? Okay, got it. For iPhone, it's not possible? Okay, APK is the mobile app file. All right, so on Android, that should be an option, but not for iOS, it sounds like. All right, we should. There we go. Wow, that's the last one. Nice cheeky little pull there. So both times we didn't have to go to pity on this account. Actually, on his other account too. So 3 times today we have not had to go all the way to pity. Come on. Another Zilitu. I hope he didn't have her A3. And these were relevant pulls. Let's see. He did. So now we got him A5 Zilitu. Which, hey, I mean, he maxed her out. That's pretty fun. But not exactly what we were looking for. Not exactly what we were not exactly what we were looking for, I would say. I'll tell you guys, I'm very scared. I'm very frightened to do my pulls because I already have A5 Zilitu. So it's very scary. Okay, let's go to TJ's account now. And after that, if anyone wants to go after TJ and you signed up, you can let me know. These were the 2 people that said they wanted to go at the beginning. Let's see. What did TJ say? He wants pull all the divines. So we're saving the blues and the diamonds. We're just pulling divines. Wish him luck. Let's do some gold emojis. We don't have any gold emojis. Gold. How do we not? All right, I'll just do a goal emoji then. Now we want it, but that's the name of the game. That's how it goes, baby. That's how it goes. I mean, the Elwin pull is kind of sick. I really need A3 Elwin. VPN doesn't work for App Store. You would have to actually go in and change the location of your App Store, which you can do, but it's pretty complicated. It's pretty annoying to do that. I think you need a domestic payment option to change your App Store. So, like, if you wanted to change it, have I tried King Arthur Legend Rise? I tried it very briefly, like when it was in the beta. And I'm talking with them now. They're talking about sponsoring me. So if that pans out, you might see me covering them. Should know more next week. 15x is enough. Well, 15x isn't real. None of these are 15x. These are both about an 18 or 19x. But effectively what they do is the rate up heroes. If they're rare bucket, they get put at a 20% drop rate when you hit legendary. And if they're common, it's like a 23 or 24%. What they need to do is make it, for the rare heroes, make it like 33%. And for the common heroes, make it like 40%. So, or maybe 35 and 40. So 75% of the time you're getting the rate up, something like that. Or maybe even not that dramatic, but maybe make it, 28% and 30% or something like that. I heard King Arthur's a really good game. I heard it there's not much content right now. That's the big complaint I've heard. We're 4 likes away from 150 likes, guys. So if you haven't liked it yet, do it. You got a free membership? I think that was from Neek. Yeah, Eric, what's going on with your cycling Nazim and Assault? We want to learn more about that. What are you doing? What's up, Synthesizer? There's some... How do you guys find all these nice gold emojis? I didn't find any of that stuff. All right, let's head over here. We got 36 of these bad boys. He said we're pulling them all, I believe. Let me double check that. I think he did. Pull all divines. All right, Mamma Mia. This is almost exactly half as many as I'm going to do today or tomorrow from my own account. So let's see it. Let's see what his Zilitu is at as well. I'm really fearful. I'm going to pull all these divines, and I already have A5 Zilitu. Oh, his Zilitu is at A1. So this is actually kind of a dream situation. So we want to get 2 Zilitu, and we want to get 4 Beelzebub with these 36 divines somehow. Let's go. Yeah, all I can tell you guys about Watcher of Realms and like Moonton, they were really hard to talk to the past week, but yesterday and this morning they've been a lot more forthright with me. So I'm talking to them again tonight. Hopefully I get good news and I get stuff I can relay to you. Aside from that, we can't do too much. It's also pretty brutal timing because they break. I'll show you. They announced it. At least to the creators, they announced it. I don't know if they announced it. This isn't a secret, though, so I'm definitely allowed to share this. Does this pop up if I click this? Yeah. Okay, so it is right now Friday, at least where I live, it's Friday, January the 24th. Chinese New Year is, I think, on the 28th or the 29th. Their holiday for Chinese New Year starts tomorrow. So they are going to be gone starting tomorrow, and they're not coming back until February 6th. So I'm going to talk to them tonight, see what we can learn. Maybe they're going to plan something to release tomorrow or, Monday. But they're gone, so nothing's going to be happening. So it's just really brutal timing. Really brutal timing. However, we might have a new challenge starting up. So that's pretty good. Where did I put that picture? What the heck? There we go, baby. You might have this to look forward to during the down period. A little free-to-play action. Is his A1 worth burning the extra resources? His A1's pretty solid. It makes his vulnerability like the best in the game. Because for magic vulnerability, the best you can get essentially is going to be... I'm totally losing my train of thought. The best you can get for magic vulnerability is going to be Celine, which is single target, and you need Giselle, but she does 30% magic vulnerability. After that, it's going to be like Soul Cadence and Twin Fiend, but they need A1. So those are pretty crazy conditions. Then the final one is going to be 20%, which is like what Mari can do, or Aeon. With Beelzebub, he also can do 20% once he gets A1, and he gets a full AoE, so 10 units, where other guys can't do that. So for the duration of his ultimate, he has 100% uptime. Basically, because the hits are going in every direction, it's basically 100% uptime on up to like 15 units with 20% magic vulnerability. You don't really need it, though. But the exciting thing about the A1 is it's a step towards A2. Lyra doesn't do any magic vulnerability. She does magic res reduction, which is amazing, but it's completely different. Also, for a lot of content, magic res reduction is not nearly as powerful as magic vulnerability. For other content, it's the inverse, right? Magic vulnerability is any damage coming in that hits the target will be multiplied by 100% plus whatever the magic vulnerability is. So, and it's post calculation, so it's different than damage boosts and stuff like that. So if I was going to deal 10 damage to Goongoyle and he has magic vulnerability 20% on him, yes, Lyra can stack. They're completely different buffs. So he has magic vulnerability on him, and I was going to deal 10, and I'm dealing magic damage. Now I'm going to deal 12. Hard stop. Always. Even after all my other damage increases. It's a separate thing. So that's really good. Magic res is his magic defense. So magic res reduction lowers his magic defense, so the actual output of the equation is higher because my attack now has a bigger difference between his magic defense because we dropped it. That's what Lyra does. So for content where the defense, like the magic defense, the magic res, or the normal defense, depending on what kind of damage you're dealing with, is really high, like Guild Boss 2 or Epilogue, stuff like that, then it's really good to have those breaks, the defense break and the magic res break. For other content, you just want to increase damage output. So there, the vulnerability is huge. So that's where Bubba's A1 comes in. I just saw your name, Goon. You were the only green name. Eric, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I literally, like, I feel like you're almost trolling me. You're speaking so cryptically. You're giving us like 2 words every 3 minutes. Oh, it's Laurel he's cycling, not an assault? Well, that's good. Laurel cycling, just make sure she's level 50 at least in 5-star promotion. There's a sweet little Olog. Let's keep it moving with TJ summons here. There is Brian. There's Nasandai. There's Cyclone. Come on, give us those sweet legendaries. You know, there's a world where we only get 1 legendary. If we have to go towards the max pity here twice, there's a world. It depends on your account, Vince. I mean, it really depends on your account. We don't know of any new heroes coming besides, at least to my knowledge, besides certainly new normal heroes, besides the Valentine's Day couple that has been rumored, which is a rumor, right? So we don't really know. For me, I just like the Zilitu thing is a bummer for me because I have her maxed out. But Beelzebub is I can't imagine another normal hero this good coming for a very long time. So for me, very deep in the game, it's kind of a no-brainer. But for you guys that are missing a ton of things, like maybe Silas gets a raid up for Valentine's, probably not. Maybe Hex does. Hex, maybe they'll do Hex and Twyla, right? That could be really appealing to a lot of people. So it's about assessing your own account and getting that perspective. Could Xena replace Valkyria? There's no way. It's impossible. Her range isn't long enough, and Xena needs to be cycled on and off. You wouldn't be able to cycle her fast enough to get her for... You need to deal with 4 waves on top. She wouldn't be able to cycle between all 4. And her range isn't long enough, so no. If you go with a fighter, which you don't have to do, you can watch my guide. I did a no fighter strat in my guide. I just used 2... you know, you can easily... If you do no tanks on the bottom, so you don't need anti-heal, you can do tanks and anti-heal on the top. So when I beat it, I used Virna on the bottom and Comet on the top. There we go. So that guarantees us at least 2. You got A2 Bubba to 119k. That's sick. There it is, baby. Bubba Booey. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you're an end game or late game player, this is the best pullable BP hero, normal BP hero in the game. So that is a huge pull. We love it. Love it. I love that. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Sorry, Thomas. I'll be honest, though. I don't really need to see anyone else's reviews. I've tested this guy in like 9 different pieces of content. I've posted videos on 6 different pieces of content. At some point, what I'm showing you is just facts. So I don't know if you're saying he said good or bad one way or another, but I trust my own testing. Show but don't speak. Yeah, it's a little teaser. We'll talk about it later. I'm building hype for the challenge. 119k would be sick. My highest BP on my account's like a little less than 117. It doesn't count to summon on banner and have it count to 1+1. Someone else asked me this too. I feel like it's a lot of willful ignorance with that question, which I don't blame you for because it's wishful thinking. But you can see these do not, they're completely separate banners. You either pull on the Beelzebub banner or you pull on the 1+1 banner. It's not like you wait until tomorrow and they magically line up and you're going to get both. These are entirely different banners. They will appear here in the summoning portal as entirely different things. You'll be able to click on special or you'll be able to click on whatever they call it, the surprise. They're separate things. Depends how new the account is and who it has. But in general, the 1+1 is very good for new accounts. But from the 1+1, there's a pretty good chance both of them are not like excellent heroes, right? Much more likely they're both going to be kind of like okay to solid legendaries. So yeah, on a younger account, you'll just take whatever you can get. But later on, you really are targeting quality, not quantity. Yeah, if Dolores could also be an actual healer, it'd be a whole different story. But then she'd be a legendary hero, basically. Gonna find out in 2 weeks who the US buyer's gonna be. I don't know. I haven't heard more about it. Like I said, I'm talking to them again tonight. We'll see. There's another one. Come on, baby. A1. A1. Show me the Lord of the Flies. That is the wrong cultist. Very cool looking, just like Beelzebub, but that is the wrong cultist. Zealous, you stink like a dirty stained pair of tidy whities. So many Ologs. The rate up on Olog is legitness. If they flatten the rates, that is a good point from Snow River. If the rates are flattened, the 1+1 is great. I'll still say, though, if you have a pretty well-developed account, I still wouldn't want it, even with flattened rates. But I'd say if the rates are flattened up until like a mid, even like early late game account, the 1+1 is really desirable, even normal late game. But I'd say once you reach towards the end of the late game and certainly end game, at that point, you only care about targeting banners. I'll probably do the 1+1 tomorrow because why not? I don't care. I have a lot of diamonds right now. But that's just for fun. And quite frankly, I probably wouldn't do it if it wasn't good, quick, easy content, you know? There we go. We hit again. 3 times in 33 or whatever. That's pretty dang good. Show me that little freak. That is not the little freak we had in mind. At least she's new. I hate that chick. I will say if you can get Zealous's exclusive artifact, he's okay. The problem is you're not going to get his exclusive artifact until you can get forge materials. And by the time you're deep enough in the game for that, he's still not good enough, if you understand what I'm saying. Because you need to be able to forge it, which means you need to have beaten gear raids 1, 2, and 3 at stage 18. And then you need a farm. And then I think you have to beat stage 4 in one of the gear dungeons to be able to use the gear forge. At that point, if you beat all that stuff, yeah, it's possible you still might need another mage, but it's not likely. But I think to compare Zealous to Kree Beatrix in a vacuum isn't fair. Because, first off, yeah, I mean, if you get his exclusive artifact, I keep saying artifact. If you get his exclusive gear, he becomes pretty solid hero. Definitely not better than solid, but Kree and Beatrix are like bad heroes. Wrath or Zilitu? Definitely Zilitu. If he trapped enemies in his ult, that would be so cool. You need Zealous's gear. If I said artifact, I misspoke. You need his exclusive gear. I would think he'll have one on this account. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Well, I don't know whose account we're doing now. I think we're doing Melville. Thank you very much, TJ. Congrats on the Beelzebub. Kind of scary, though. I'm doing like twice as much as that, so I could easily just get 1 or none. Pretty good rates, though. 1 every 12 on a non-2x. It's a decent thing to aspire towards, I'd say. Can't expect much more than that. I wish Melville luck, guys. Once you all wish him luck, we can continue. Early game Wrath is great, yeah, but you know who's even better? Zilitu. Zilitu is insane for progression. We got your guild leader. All right, let's pull him something good. Let's pull him something good. It's a little ASMR for you. Korea's kit. I mean, there's just no multipliers there. She deals no damage. If you can get Korea A5, if you can get her A5, she's very good in endgame Guild Wars, and that is it, basically. That is it. All right, this account is going to have a Zealous artifact I can show you. There you go. So upon landing, that's the effect. Extends the duration of the ult by 10 seconds, and during the ult, each enemy that dies in range, you get an increase in damage up to 20 times. The increase in damage, it's not that much. It doesn't really matter, but 10 more seconds on his ultimate is everything. The problem with Zealous is his ultimate is way too short. It's only 10 seconds long. He doesn't have very good multipliers, and his ult is really, really short. It doubles it. If you get his exclusive gear, it brings it from 10 seconds to 20 seconds. So, yeah, he's not going to be Virna or Comet or Boreas or even a Nora, but he is going to all of a sudden be a very usable mage if you need help. Is Ingrid's A1 worth doing? No. No reason to use a stone there until you can guarantee you're bringing Ingrid to A3. Unless you're just progressing and you use Ingrid everywhere, then, like, who cares? But her A2 is much better than her A1, so that's a step towards it. The A1, I mean, it's not gonna, doesn't change much for you. All right, what is the plan, Stan? One legendaries on rares if we get Bubba stop. If not, one legendary on divines. Okay. Very conservative pulling strategy for a very well stocked account over here. Guys, we're almost at 400 viewers and we're not even at 200 likes. So if you haven't liked the stream yet, please do that. What's up, Stormy Z? Yeah, we're 26 likes away. If you use a normal soul stone on a non-lord, of course, it doesn't change the currency. It's not like when you get it, of course, it doesn't become unpolished. But there's no reason to ever do that. Honestly, there's no reason. Just be patient. There we go. Wow, bright and early. So if this is Bubba, we're going to stop. Otherwise, we're moving to the divines. Give him that Bubba. Give him that Lord of the Flies. Come on now. That'll do, Donkey. I got to say, a lot of people bitching and moaning in the chat saying the rates are bad. You know, we've seen people in chat say they got 2 out of 3 were Beelzebub. We're at like 2 out of 7 now. I mean, it's always spot on the rates, guys. It's easy to complain. The only suspicious thing I ever noticed was Sung Wukong, and even still, it's not like we studied enough to know one way or another. It seems like it's the same exact rates as always. 1 in 5 is what you expect. Every 5 legendaries, one of them should be Bubba. And there we are once again. Well, there we go. Nice and easy. Who is up now? Now we've got Tanner. Facebook account. I just did a takeover for him. He was one of my free takeover winners from New Year's, or maybe he was the only one from New Year's. This was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, so we should be able to log right in, I think. Yes, we are. Thank you very much, Melville. Congrats. Ooh, wrong button. I wish him luck, guys. Let's see the instructions. You pulled Yuri off banner. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, Rygar's not bad. He's just not like special, and he's just weaker for almost all content than Torador. Okay. The instructions state one legend. Oh, that's the count we just did. Where are we? Tanner. Pull till Bubba or I'm out. Just one copy. Just waiting for the update from him. I just texted him. After this, Legion, are you there, Legion? Legion? Just DM'd him. Okay, so he said as soon as we get our first copy, we stop. We're going to start with these 8 divines, then we move on to the blues. Wow. First pull magic. Come on now. First pull magic. Let's go. I mean, it was still pretty magical. First pull, we get a Razak, but that's not who we're looking for. Let's continue. We got 7 more here. Death, we pulled 2 Bubba, not 1 Bubba. We just pulled him. There we go. Another one. The rates on these golds are insane right now. These are the rates I want on my account, baby. There he is. Make it 3. Who's my favorite here on the game? It might be this guy, man. That's 3, Death. Not too shabby. We're at 33% drop rates on this fella. Love to see it. Easy peasy. We're done here. All right, up now we've got... So we did Warcry, we did TJ, we did Tanner. We're going to do Earl the Fool now, and then we are going to do R-Type. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. So we have Moat Carp. We're going to do Moat Carp is going to be a huge session. We'll probably make a video out of it. Hopefully it goes well. Who's in here right now? What is that? Oh, Art. Are you in the sheet with me? That's creepy. So we got Earl, Phantom, Legion, R-Type, and Moat Carp. Phantom and Moat Carp we're gonna do on Twitch. And then we gotta do R-Type, Earl, and Legion. I just DM'd Legion. I haven't seen him today. He messaged me yesterday, but I haven't seen him today. So we'll probably wait to see if he answers. So we're gonna do Earl, then R-Type, and then we might already move over to Twitch, I think. Why does that Razak suck? Dude, you were so lucky. We did like no pulls and you got everything. You got 2 legendaries and 5 pulls, including the one you wanted. All right, guys, wish Earl luck. I'm going to log in now. Tanner, give me 1 second. Actually, there's something we need to do before we do Earl's pulls. I want to give a big shout out to Earl. A lot of people offered this, but Earl's the one that did it. Let me log on to my account. $15 is about the rates. 14 to 16. Rozok's also just like a pretty good hero, so why wouldn't you want him? Is kind of how I feel. Hey, we just passed 200 likes on the stream, guys. If you haven't liked the stream yet, though, please consider doing so. It helps a lot. Oh, Earl's here now, too. That's good timing. All right, so big shout out to Earl. It's really weird. They don't let you show it off very well. But if you guys don't know, they added this thing in for the skin shop where you can gift people skins. I didn't talk about it because there was a bug, which I reported, and they fixed. But it was supposed to come with the update like a week and a half ago, and it didn't because we were supposed to get this skin center button. And then by the time they added it this past Monday, the game was down. So I didn't want to go telling people about it, how they can get me gifts when the game was like in total flux. But Earl reached out and he was like, hey, I'll buy you the Ymerit skin. And I was like, you don't have to do that. But he did. Received a gift from Earl. This was 2 days ago. So huge shout out to Earl. So I got my first ever premium skin in the whole game. So if people ever want to do this for me in the future, you're very welcome. So here is my A3 Ymerit. Get fucked. I have it in the description of this stream, Adam Walker. You can see the video on how to know. Yeah, it's the best skin in the game. Crazy. So thank you, Earl. I'll tell you guys, if that Volca skin ever comes in the shop and someone wants to buy it for me, I really wanted it, but I didn't want to bother people about it. But yeah, hopefully that Volca skin comes back. You know, I wouldn't mind a little Virna skin. Yeah, this skin's so sick. Thank you, Earl. Okay, so let's do Earl's pulls now. Maybe I can say thank you with some absolute fuego. Total flames. Let's go. Let's bring the heat, baby. Earl the Needy. That definitely checks out. It's actually what I've called him for years now. All in for Bubba. Does that mean we stop when we hit him or we just keep going? Earl, are you there in chat? What's going on with this Maul skin? I thought I was going to win the Maul skin, and now they're saying it's an Isolde skin? Because we're going to win our first round. Yeah, let's talk about that. That's serious. What's going on with GVG? Wait, what's this? Where's my Maul skin? This is like fine, whatever. This looks like she should be in Soul Calibur, right? Soul Calibur. Pull everything. Where's Maul? Where's my Maul skin? Like it make me so angry. Like it making me so angry. The next gauntlet? Fuck that. The next gauntlet. We gotta wait another 6 to 8 weeks or whatever it is to get the Maul. I want the Maul skin. That's not fair. I want it now. F that. She looks like a Star Wars villain. She does. I mean, it's like okay, but who uses Isolde? Who? I got to be honest. Maybe a couple people, but who is winning the first round of the gauntlet and doesn't have Hearts or Elder? Very few people. They've got to know how like not a prize this is. Clutching the win into Gauntlet. The top 256 guilds make Gauntlet. Everyone makes Gauntlet. But yeah, we got Overlord. We got number 27 this past season. Kind of sick. I would say if you have 50 summons left over and you start saving everything now, you'll have 200 by Valentine's Day. You should be very happy you got Bubba instead of Zilitu. Big picture, yes. Salazar skin. Yeah, I would like that. I don't use Salazar though, but this is such a stupid reward, like an epic lord. No, because so everyone's like in your tank codex, you can use her. Anyway, we're doing pulls for Earl. He said we're pulling everything, so let's do that. Let's start with blues. No problem, Eric. Glad to help. I mean, definitely she did not get power crept. It depends how you define power creep. Power crept implies she's not useful anymore. But there's enough other good fighters now that she's not as special as she used to be. But she still has a clear and obvious use, right? She's still, for any Twin Fiend or Pyros team, she's still completely cracked. She's still one of the absolute best magic damage dealing fighters in the game. It's just the way the game has evolved. There's just so many fighter options, and you really don't need magic melee damage for nearly that many things. Yeah. I wouldn't say she's power crept, though. You couldn't rate her lower than 11 or 12 for top fighters. I would probably have her right at 10, I think. There's a little Lunaria. What are they going to do? Give us a Gauntlet Lunaria skin now? The little witch Lunaria is going to be a Gauntlet prize? I haven't pulled yet. I mean, if you need help there we go. If you need help in Gear Aid 1, Beelzebub is the best here in the game for Gear Aid 1. Come on now. Lord Phineas will take an off. I know Earl will take an off banner Phineas for sure. It's a cute little guy. Best way to build Ajax? It completely depends on the content. You'll never hear a best way to build anything from me. When in doubt, just do triple attack bonus on the right side and call it a day. That's true. Yeah, I mean, Beelzebub is the best here in the game for Gear Aid 1 if you want to beat it normally. Where she'd use Venoma, just use her as the Lord for your Esotericist. You don't ever deploy Venoma. She's one of the worst heroes in the game as a hero, but she's got a strong progression Lord skill, and she's a legendary Lord for a very strong faction. So why is he the best? He does 4 different jobs in Gear Aid 1. He literally frees up 2 more spots on your account in Gear Aid 1, and he enables full strats for everything because of his range. I have a whole video on it. You should just watch my video. AD, there's a video there's a link in the description of the stream with how I know. He puts magic vulnerability on everybody. He puts crowd control on everybody. He does vortex pushing everyone against the wall. He does inspiration on everybody. His inspiration is so much better than Dolores for Gear Aid 1 because it touches so many more heroes. So you're able to bring so many more DPS because now instead of Dolores, Mari, just think of it. Instead of Dolores and Mari, you can now bring one guy that gives you an extra spot. You can take that extra guy, bring another DPS, and now you can bring 3 or 4 or even 5 DPS, fit them all into Beelzebub range. He's tankier, the best crowd control. I mean, it's just he's so good for Gear Aid 1. Maybe I'll do a video. Like, you could definitely beat Gear Aid 1 with all epics and just him. Well, I guess to make it realistic, we'll bring Lasir. But you do bring like Beelzebub, Lasir, Aeon as a Lord, and then you bring Iona. I guess we'll assume people don't have a Bizu, so you bring like Iona, Soleil. There's very few actually epic magic DPS. Iona and Beelzebub, I mean, if you put good enough gear on Iona, that would just beat the whole thing, to be honest. I'm trying to think who my other free to like epic options would be. Greed. Yeah, you could build Greed as a DPS. Yeah, that's a good one. Iona, Greed, Beelzebub, and who was the other DPS I said? Soleil. A5 Soleil, that would beat it. With this, yeah. Gongpa. I mean, there are worse DPS in this game than Gongpa. Adam, that's an interesting question. If you didn't have any mages, then no. Raiden would be crazy. Yeah, Raiden's the best choice. Yeah, that's what we should do. Raiden, Greed, Iona, Bubba, Lasir can easy clap 121. Easy. I'll probably make that video. What are you saying? So if you're early game, so if you don't have Comet or Virna, you have Mari and Greed, you need some good AoE mage. So at that point, it's like, yeah, pulling Comet would be really game-changing, right? But if you have Iona, then I think there's a pretty good argument that Iona plus Beelzebub is going to carry you through everything you would need to be carried through. Because Beelzebub lowers the gearing requirement enough that all of a sudden Iona's going to be as good as a legendary mage for any progression content, essentially. But if you don't have any AoE mage, it's like, well, you still need the AoE mage. That's what it all comes down to, right? So that's where I think a lot of takes against Beelzebub were poorly articulated by some people. But I do see the heart of their point, which is you still need heroes to get stuff done, and everyone will eventually get Dolores. So shouldn't you be targeting the heroes to get the stuff done, the DPSers? And I think there's a fair argument for that. And that's why I said, I didn't say every early game or mid game account needs to be pulling for Beelzebub, right? Throw an Estrid in the middle. Yeah, for sure. That's actually perfect. Yeah, actually, honestly, R-Type, we'll like, I could beat it with broken sets with that setup, probably. I could actually pretty easily beat that with broken sets. That actually might be even better. Don't even bring Raiden, bring Maul and Estrid. That would do it. I can show you guys in a second once we're done pulling for Earl. I'll show you what I have in mind. There we go. Who's going to go with this Phineas? Nocturne's great. He's a single target mage, which is not such a needed thing in this game, but he's one of the very best at it. He's really easy to build too. There he is, baby. That's our first one. Earl is a GVG slob, so we're going to keep going, obviously. That is our fourth Bubba of the day. Our Bubba rates have been phenomenal. That's crapola. Yeah, I mean, I got to say, though, it is kind of like a slightly brain-dead take, not against you, Andrew, but the general sentiment that, oh, the rate-up rates are too low. They give us so many summons in this game. It's insane. And actually, with the way pity works, we lock in a better rate than 0.5%. Because worst case scenario, you go to the 0.5% and you hit the 1 in 200. Thank you for joining as a member, Eric. So realistically, you hit a legendary every like 140 summons, and eventually, on average, for the average account, and that over any account, that's what it eventually becomes. That's how it works. And then what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Okay, so you get one every 140, and eventually in the game, if you're on top of all your stuff and you progress, you're going to get like 70 pulls a week. So that means every 2 weeks, you're basically going to average pulling a legendary. You're going to pull 26 legendaries just from your rares and diamonds a year if you put all your effort into summoning. Compare that to other gacha games. It's mind-blowing how much more generous they are. So part of the way they curb that is by making it hard to pull banner heroes, right? Not that it's easy to pull banner heroes in many other games. So I'm not saying it's good or bad, but to act like they make it so hard for us, it's like how many, shout out if it's you. I mean, be honest. How many free-to-plays? We have about 364 people watching right now. How many of you are free-to-play and you pull on at least 2 banners a month? All of you? Literally all of you, unless you're a crazy saver? I mean, it's just insane. It's unheard of in this genre. So they let you pull constantly, and part of the way they make that not completely broken is the rate ups are not great. Nothing's guaranteed unless it's the occasional limited guarantee. Yeah, but so there you go. Jay Puzzled VL. This is what I'm saying. You said, I pull whenever I'm hyped. I've played many gacha games. Who cares if you're hyped? I'm free to play. You don't pull when you're hyped because you have nothing to pull. You can't pull when you're hyped. This game gives you the option that at any moment, any week, anyone can pull 50 times. That is not a thing in this genre. And if you save even a little bit, consistently free to play, you're pulling 200, 250 a session. it's just so not a thing. But this game makes it a thing because they're really generous with the summons, you know? Getting Banner Boy more often than not? No, that would be broken. I think I just explained why that would be broken. If that was the case, then everyone could be free to play and the game would make no money. I do think it could be slightly better, or what I would encourage them to do is to have like a progressive pity system. So like if you miss each banner hero, then now instead of being like 20% for each, the next time it's 30 for each, and then it's 40 for each. And then by the time you reach after that, if you've gone 4 in a row without hitting the banner hero, now it's 50% on each of them. You're guaranteed the next one's going to be a banner hero. After that, you do it. Now you maintain the 50% for the one you didn't hit, and you keep adding 10% at a time, and the other one resets back to 20, something like that. You know, something that would be like that would be cool. But I think making it so much easier to pull the banner heroes actually would destroy the game. It's a delicate balance, for sure. Yeah, no, I mean, it sucks that like you easily could hit the banner hero 3 times and you hit the one you don't want all 3 times. Like you're going to see this when I do my pulls later or when I do them tomorrow. I have A5 Zilitu. I have enough resources that I could probably pull 15 or 20 legendaries this weekend, right? But I'm very scared to because if I pull more than like 2 Zilitus that I have to insta sell, I'll just be too depressed to keep going. Well, Raid's base chances are much lower to begin with as well, right? Now it has to be Estrid. Estrid is better than Rourke. And everyone just got Estrid for free anyway. So, all right, let's keep going. No, Eternal Evolution's pulling system is a disaster and it's pathetic, and I hated every second of it. Eternal Evolution, it was really fun for the first couple months, and then you need every new hero becomes required, and it's comparing the way their level up system with dupes compares to our awakening system is super disingenuous. The heroes don't even have stats until you have multiple copies of these hard to get legendary heroes. I mean, that's not even, they're totally different system. And it really sucks because it's like they've got a new banner and you pull the legendary hero or the SSR or whatever they call it, and you can't even be happy because it's not usable till you get a couple more copies. So it's just like, oh, I'm one step to the direction of where I need to be. You need like, I forget what it was, to max one out at whatever the top promotion was. It was like 6 copies of a legendary hero. And then even then you can get it to +5 or whatever that was. I mean, it's impossible. It was a horrible system. It was super not fun. All right, there we go. Let's try now with the divines. After this, we've got R-Type, and then I still haven't heard from Legion. So we'll do R-Type, and then we got Moat Carp and Phantom. We'll do them over on Twitch. Hold on one sec. We got Grandpa Dog here. This is the old man. He wants attention. Now that the baby's getting all the attention. Did I freeze? Hello? Am I frozen? It's weird. I am frozen on my OBS though. Look at this. Oh, now we unfroze. I was frozen. All right, Grandpa Dog. You want to say hi, Grandpa Dog? Grandpa's dog's name is Barack. All right, let's keep going. It's actually Harry after Harry Truman. We name our dogs always after presidents, or at least I do. He's a cockapoo. This grandpa dog's a cockapoo, and baby dog is a cavapoo. Ooh, speaking of baby dog, your brother's whining. What else is new? You want to go? You want to go check it out? Are you gonna keep? Olog is what a time to pull Olog. Remember how hard it used to be? Soup, can you turn the heat back to 70? Yeah, because the ventilation in this office is bad. There's Nazim. Yeah, Taku. There's nothing I can do with regard to support. I can mention to them that they need to be more on top of their support, but yeah, I'll be honest, our Cavapoo cost $2,000, which was like very cheap compared to some other places. Everywhere was between like 3 and 4,000. Then we just found someone in the neighborhood next to ours who just breeds them at home, like a private breeder, not like a company or anything. So pretty insane. Pretty insane how expensive they're making dogs. We looked into rescue and shelter and stuff as well, but it's very complicated around here. So 3,500. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy. We really lucked out because we didn't end up going with this breeder because of the price. We went with her because she was local and she seemed we met her and she was really nice. And it just happened she was like cheap, as if $2,000 is cheap. But yeah, there we go. Come on, baby. Yeah, ours is actually toy poodle calf as well. But oh, there's Zilitu. We're hoping for bigger than 9 pounds for sure. We're hoping between 12 and 16, but definitely could be as low as like 9 or 10. Caucasian Shepherd. Why has it got to be Caucasian? Rescue. Yeah, rescues are awesome. It's hard to find because we had a specific type of dog in mind because we wanted it to be one I thought would have a better chance of getting along with Grandpa Dog. And yeah, we couldn't find anything. No, I was just joking. All right, last one here. Still, I think a W because we did pop. I mean, we the quality was good, right? We got Phineas, Zilitu, and Bubba. We did pop the one Bubba, but alas, no more than that. Thank you, Earl. Let me review my messages. I think we might have one more. We pulled 4 Beelzebub out of like maybe, I don't know, 1,500 summons or something. Between 12 and 1,500 probably. The rates have been good. I think we pulled 3 Zilitu and 4 Beelzebub. Is that right, Death? Yeah. 9 legendaries. No, we probably done about 1,000, between 1,000 and 1,200 summons, I'd say. Our banner rates have been awesome. But we get 70 or 80%, almost 70% banner heroes. Like 60% banner heroes. We might have one more person. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'll also say when we do head over to Twitch, if you guys want to at least come and pop the stream on, we really need good numbers for this stream to help my partner push. So it definitely would go a very long way. He's not answering me fast enough, so... Oh, we gotta do R-types pulls. I forgot. My bad. Sorry, R-type. That's pretty good cahoots to be in, let's be honest. Of course, you got Cratch. That's how it goes, baby. Cratch is my first legendary on both accounts I made in this game. I remember when I first started playing and I pulled Cratch and I pulled up Mob Bucket's tier list and I saw he was a C or whatever terrible grade he got. And I was like, oh, he must be mistaken. I'm sure I can find a use for this guy. Yikes. If you want to know, there's a video explaining how to know in the description. Is Bubba going to be common bucket? I'd say a 0% chance. But it's also TBD if they even use buckets anymore. We have a lot of anecdotal evidence pointing to the fact that they might have equalized the rates among all legendary heroes. So yeah, hard to say. I don't think it kills the excitement, but I kind of wish I didn't know. It's just a different kind of excitement. All right, R-Type, what's the plan here? Pull divines, 2 legendaries, then move to rares and diamonds. R-Type, are we just aiming for 1 or what's the plan? It seems like something like just a legendary bucket and a lord bucket, but TBD. All right, let's just pull. You tell me. Just be ready in your DMs to keep me posted. We're going to pull for 2 legendaries here. We got 53 divines. Then we shall assess. Play it by ear. Basically, he's like, if I don't get lucky in the beginning, we're going to degen. I can read this guy like a goddamn book. You got a Raka on your 35th summon. I've done 18,000 summons and I don't have a Raka on my account. Your first was Cetrum. That's a crazy first legendary. That's a pretty hard carry first legendary. Getting Cetrum that early, you probably don't even know like the right way to beat a lot of content because you can just Cetrum's range changes a lot of strategies. There we go, bright and early. Let's get that first BUBBA. Give me that, flies. Venoma! Oh, you dick. There's no world he's going to use Venoma. He is Cyrus. And he gets her anyway. Ridiculous. There's Katy Perry. Do you ever feel... There's Scourge. Dolores and Iona in the first 10 pull. Pretty spicy 10 pull. Speaking of which, guys, if people want to start new accounts, you might have a good reason to pretty darn soon. Let's throw this up on the page. More info coming tomorrow, but here's something spicy to wet your beak. Get you a little excited, get you a little hyped up, if you will. Katy Perry. Dude, Katy Perry, pretty hot. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest about it. Pretty good-looking lady. Let's call it like we see it. There's a Pyros. There he is. There's my guy. Venoma's going to get a buff this year. Mark my words. There's no way. She's by a mile, especially as the game's gone on and we have more and more veteran players. She is unusable as a hero. There we go. Come on. She's completely unusable. So I definitely think they're going to get a Venoma buff. And there is Abomination. Not what we were looking for. All right, R-Type, we're moving. What are we doing? Move to rares. All right, let's move to the rare summons. Nice little stack here. It's crazy. R-Type has like the same amount of summons at me at all moments, except we get very different amounts of content creator diamonds. He just supplements his supply in a different way, but we have very similar amounts. I think I have about 57,000, and here I have like 80. So it's about the same. He actually has a little more. And then he had what, 55 divines, and I have 69. What awakening Venoma was that for you? All your recent drops are blue and green. Cannot have pulled that much if that's the case. Will I pull all my divine? I think I will pull until I have Beelzebub. There we go. Until I think on my account, I'll pull until I get Bubba A3 or I pull 2 Zilitu. Because I don't know if I can stomach more than 2 since she's already A5. I've actually pulled a copy of her since A5. So I've already pulled A6 Zilitu on my account. There's a Lyra. You're such a dick, dude. You don't need any of this stuff. And you're getting all of it. He's getting a Lyra. He's getting a Venoma. Like 2 of the 5 normal heroes I don't have. That was A1 Venoma. This account needs none of this. This account already has everything. And I've done more summons than him. Don't think, oh, he's just a whale. Yeah, he's got all the ancients, but still. BS. I mean, Vortex dupes are great. Who cares if he's maxed? Or are you saying he's already A5? Amadeo. We're gonna keep going, R-Type? You said you'd keep me posted, and you're not keeping me posted. Yeah, you didn't need any of that stuff. A1 Venoma and A1 Lyra, get out of here. Lyra does have good awakenings, though. It's more like A8. Yeah. They will ever do A6? Absolutely not. That would be like that would be outrage inducing. If they'd added A6 when so many people have pulled, I mean, I've sold 2 or 3 Boreas, right? To mention, you know, I've sold Valkyra, I've sold Boreas, I've sold Zilitu, I have an extra Arrogance I had to sell. Lucius I had to sell. You know, that would be so unfair to all these people that already maxed out their heroes and then started well, people didn't know it was going to be 24 hours. And also it wasn't. It was 48 hours. What are you, a Moonton representative, P-Brad? I told people not to charge back, but you can understand why some did. If they were, it looked bad, right? It still doesn't look great. Your dad is Moonton? Well, my dad invented toastal strudel. So are we just all flexing now? You sold popes? Yeah, there you go. Come on, show me the Lord of the Flies. We've pulled 4 Beelzebub. Make it 5. Ah, Zilitu. So we pulled 4 Beelzebub, 4 Zilitu, and then 8. So 50% of what we've pulled have been banner heroes. We're slightly above the rates on everything. Is A0 Bubba good? Every single piece of content I've put out over the past 3 days, Steven, has been with an A0 Bubba. Just watch it. He's phenomenal. That's A3. That's a big pull. It's a big pull. What are we doing, R-Type? Abomination, if you don't have him, he's fine. He's like a mid-game progression hero. Keep going. Yeah, what I don't understand is why are we doing this with our rares? Why wouldn't we do this with divines? You're hoping for a 2x by 15x for Valentine's Day or what? There we go. Switch back? Yeah, I would switch back. There's Glacius. Similar posture to Beelzebub, kind of hunched over. It's easier to get blues, sure, but this is the best time to use your divines. Unless there's a 2x by 15x you're anticipating, you use it on a normal hero, right? This is what you use them for. You know, you don't, what if there's like a new Sung Wukong? This is where I'd want to use these, right? That's A3 Glacius. A3 Glacius goes crazy. Your dad invented gambling problems? Well, I'm going to make fetch happen, so we all have things we can brag about. You got 4 legendaries, including Bubba and Zilitu, on 6 divines. You've got a lot of balls coming into my chat and saying that. If you don't think people are going to try to murder you. You got Dolores exclusive from the Forge. That's huge, yeah. Compared to other tanks, I mean, he's like a hybrid. He's not a tank, right? He's a fighter. He's pretty good. He's a fine hero. Does Smile 1 work in the US? Yeah, it absolutely does. One of the mods can share my Smile 1 link. That'd actually be helpful if you want. His name is Deserving. There's Imani. That's my OG queen. First divine pull Bubba. He definitely beat that. He did 6 pulls and got 4 legendaries. That beats that for sure. There we go. This is him. I'm calling my shot. There he is. There he is. Ooh, Eris. That's all. Is that A1? Eris hits so freaking hard. It's crazy. No, back to back. There he is. Come on now. Another's frick that. Ugh. Well, this is her last good awakening. That was A1, Eris. That was a back shot. R-Type's losing the banner war, but he's getting crazy rates. He's ruining our rates, though. We were at, I guess that was another banner hero. Keep going? Okay, keep going. I did shoot and miss. It has me pretty scared for my summons. The thing is, if all shit hits the fan for me, I have so many summons lined up right now, it's crazy. I could do like 800 normal summons, and I have basically tomorrow I'll have 70 divines. Yeah, Beelzebub's pretty crazy. There is Mari. No, thank you. There's another one. The rates are crazy right now. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Loki? And there's Yuri. Off banner Yuri. Speak of the devil. So in the past 5, we pulled him three legendaries. That was A1. It's a good A1. I'm the proud owner of an A1 Yuri. I still need to post that video. I still have to post my Sun Wukong summons. That's kind of crazy. If you want to know the tell, if it's gold, you can see a video explaining it in the description of this stream. Hello from Poland. Hello, Matusz. Matusz. What does a fox say? He's getting lucky and still degenning. Well, we haven't gotten the Lord of the Flies yet, so. There's Maul, who's apparently we're not getting his skin for 2 more months. Bullshit. It's actually not if you look at the grand scheme of things, Sassy. We're just noticing the new ones. You're not commenting on when I pull Razak or Abomination, right? What we pulled Eris, Lyra, and Yuri. It's like, yeah, if you count, there's like 8 or 10 new heroes. We've pulled them. How many legendaries are there? Probably maybe 100. I don't know, 80. We've pulled them all like 1 in 8 times or something. It's about right. It just feels like more. You miss your own summons. They're pretty good, Earl. They're pretty good. We're going down to the wire here, though. R-Type, I'm not going to stop summoning until you tell me to, by the way, since you're not giving me the live updates. You rock the AoE PvP? Yeah. TBD if Beelzebub's he's gonna enable cultists to shake up like the main meta. Who can be in the Valentine's Day pulls? I don't. If I was them, I would do Hex and Twyla. And then whatever new exclusive they have. There's Damon. We should hit pretty soon. I think we hit at 26. So we're going to start hitting the stuff. I don't think he should be frustrated. I mean, it sucks we haven't gotten Bubba. We've got him. The rates were really good to start, and we got him some good stuff. Is the Silas skin? I mean, Eric, it's a skin. If you like it, buy it. What could make it worth buying or not worth buying? It's a cosmetic. There it is. Beelzebub. Ciao from Italy. Buongiorno to you, Jacopo. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts different in a very negative way. That blows. I actually don't like the Silas skin. I don't wear it on my Silas. That sucks. We'll take some L's in the chat, please. I want a wall of L's. No, I want to say it. Mateusz. More L's. More. I shouldn't see anything else. I only want to see L's. Too many other people are saying other stuff. More. I still see other stuff. More. Oh, yes. No. Yes. So many L's. I'm sorry, R-Type. This sucks. What are we doing? Keep going again. Okay, we're going to run out of divines, baby. This is how my summons probably will go. The only thing that could stop me, like I said, on my summons is if I pull too many Zilitu, at some point my heart probably won't be able to take it. But actually, until I pull my first Beelzebub, nothing could stop me, I would think. Try the Venoma ritual. The thing is, the rates are still really good, so I don't want to click out of this instance. Wow, the game plan pulled Silas A2, Araka, and Beelzebub. That's really good. Best bond skill in the game is by a mile what Virna gives to Silas. It's not even close. Yeah, I like Silas's base skin better. Pull mine today. TBD, I don't know. I actually haven't decided yet. A big part of me says just pull today, but a big part of me says it's probably better to just do it tomorrow. My motivator is how can I maximize the number of viewers I get on Twitch? That's what it comes down to. Honoro's bond is amazing, sure, but you can't compare anything to the Silas bond. He becomes a new hero. Well, that's all the divines, ladies and gents. On to the diamonds. All right, the rates stay crazy because we had just hit over here. So back to back for our second or third time on this account. Is this going to be him? The quality's so good. Besides that Azor and the Abomination, we're pulling insane heroes. but we cannot pull the guy we need, the man of the hour. Yeah, but I'm not talking about GVG, Panda. I'm saying overall. I couldn't be talking less about GVG. A3 Nix, that's actually enormous. Do you have Triple S yet on Furious Torrent? Because that'll do it, probably. If you didn't have it yet, the A3 Nix will do it. So we're at 9 out of 21 on Banner Heroes. That's spot on. Yes, you have it, or yes, you still need it. You have it? Oh, okay. That's a bummer. They just need to add some semblance of a progressive pity for the Banner Heroes. Progressive rate up. I think that's really what we need. I'm gonna have a chat with them tonight, so maybe I can mention that too. I don't know. Might just make a video on that. Hey, we gotta do everyone do poop emojis. That's pretty funny. SD1899 says we gotta do poop emojis so that all the flies come to the poop. Poop emojis, quick, 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 quick. Did it work? We didn't do enough emojis. That's why. All right, next time we hit gold, we need more. Am I still doing account takeovers? I do account takeovers every single day. Every single day I do account takeovers. If you want an account takeover, this is your info. Dang, we've pulled like 9 or 10 legendaries without hitting Beelzebub, right? It's kind of crazy. How many have we pulled for him? We got Ares, Abomination, Venoma, Nyx, 2 Zilitu. Oh, sorry, 2 Zilitu, Eris, Lyra, Azor, more, I think. At least 9, if not 10 or 11. Kind of insane. They're all going to be an overflow. We've pulled him 10. Yeah, Yuri, I forgot. And Glacius. Wait, so then. Oh, and Tuesday. We pulled 11 legendaries. 11 legendaries, and we haven't hit a. We're 0 for 11. The rates are crazy, though. Oh my God. You haven't even come close to pity on these blue summons. And had a lot of early ones on the golds. Number 12. Number 12th legendary for R type. Can it be? Is it time? Another Zilitu. This is literally becoming a nightmare. That's A5 Zilitu for him. So she's maxed out. God, if my summons go like this, if I go 0 for 12 on Beelzebub and I pull 3 Zilitu, which would be A7, A8, and A9, I would probably have to GG myself. Does his personal contribution? What does that mean? You mean his BP? He does have a big BP jump from A4 to A5, if that's what you're saying. Keep going, he says. Oh my God, we're over 12. Can the rates stay good at least? Let's make it all worth it. Nasty Sushi absolutely rubbing it in a pretty major way. Really rubbing that thing in. Double Bubba in the next legendary temple. Which is better? There's nothing's better. I mean, In general, you want to pull your divines, especially because you're a new player, on a 2x or a 2x plus by 15x. But it really depends on your account and stuff. They're the same pool of heroes. Hate to burst your Bubba. The next one's going to be him. We're so due. We are so due. Let me guess. The AI recap says I'm doing takeovers in Raid Shadow Legends. Something like that. Theme, more like no thanks. What do you guys think? Is the next one going to be him? I think the next one's going to be him. I think the next one has to be him. There you go. I believe this is our 13th. So we got our little devil guy, unlucky 13. Come on. Again, we didn't have to go to pity. Crazy rates. And it's another Yuri. We pulled 2 Yuri and we can't pull one of the banner hero. Oh my God. I mean, A2 Yuri's kind of huge because her base attack is so low. And now you're one closer to A3 when she really becomes a boss killer. That's crazy. 0 for 13. Endy, Iona, and Olag. What a crazy 10 pull, but wow. Again, we haven't even come close to pity on these rares and diamonds, knock on wood. Oh my God. Is Bubba in the hot sit bucket? I mean, he's definitely very rare. But I mean, we've pulled him 4 or 5 times today. It's not like he's non-existent. But for our type, maybe he is. The one silver lining, so hopefully it keeps going, is the rates have been very good for him. Like we've pulled the fact that we've pulled 13 legendaries without that many pulls right now is pretty insane. But the fact that none of them are the guy on the rate up is even insaner. It's like Tallulah. Yeah. Oh my, Tallulah was literal hell. For me and you, those Tallulah pulls was a nightmare. Yuri's definitely. I shouldn't say definitely. Well, to be honest, I don't think they have buckets anymore. That's my theory. That next time we have like a huge banner, probably the next limited banner, we're gonna test it. But I don't. I think they neutralize the rates of all the heroes. I mean, if you just look through this, right? This should be rare bucket. 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 This should be Lord. Lord's probably different, but you can see we got these 3 Zilitu. It seems like they really flattened a lot of stuff out, in my opinion. We saw this a ton with our Sun Wukong banners. So I don't know if they have buckets anymore. But I'd be shocked if Yuri wasn't rare bucket. That'd be pretty unthinkable. We gotta buy R-Type movie tickets. Just let the next one be him. Just let the next one be him. I have my DMs open. See, everyone wants to stop. The next one, I think the next one has to be him. Why am I didn't do it on purpose. Come on. The next one's gonna be double Bubba. Imagine if we go through all of this, man. He says just go for broke. We might actually finally be going to pity. He says just use everything. If we do hit, stop. But yeah, I think this is pretty good evidence that they need to add some kind of progressive rate up to our banner heroes, because this is just unthinkable. You know, R-Type is a pretty positive, good guy, but he financially helps support this game, right? Certain people are gonna have this happen that spend a lot of money too, and gonna quit, and it ruins the experience. This is pretty crazy. This is kind of the chickens coming home to roost, though, right? R-Type's had like the luckiest account, and doesn't feel like it right now at all. This is the opposite. Now they're making us go to full pity. He's gonna have a crazy amount of blues here to sell. All right, there we go. Let it be him. Let it be him. Is this number 14 or 15? I honestly lost count. Please be him. Please. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, we need some kind of progressive rate up. This is unthinkable. Should I turn this into a video and make R-Type edit it? Would that be bullying? We're guaranteed at least one more. We've pulled 3, 4, 5. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We pulled 14. That was our 14th. He needs to feel the bubs. This it just should be at some point you should get the hero, right? We'll do the math at the end of this to miss it 15 times in a row if that is what happens. Next one. On this account, and yeah, he's like the number one hero in the game that could help this account for sure. I mean, this account doesn't need help, but yeah, he would be the best addition to this account for sure. Or actually, does he not have Valderon? He might not have Valderon. That's definitely best normal hero he could pull. Holy crap. God. Now they're going to make us go to pity again. We had it really good at the beginning, never going to pity. But now they're going to make us do it twice in a row. Rodka, I'm going to be honest with you. Even if you're free to play, playing 3 months and only having 9 legendaries means you're not playing that hard. In like 2 months on my Epics only account, I pulled like 13 legendaries. Maybe more. Oh my God. Oh my God. This hurts so much. Yeah, 14 in 1 month free to play. That sounds about right. You know, there's some variance depending on luck, but you know, you should be able to pull a ton in 3 months, even free to play. Especially with things like 1+1 and all that. This is insane. They're going to make us go to pity back to back now. Come on. That was just before pity. So we actually did only go to pity once. Please be him. Number 15. Are we going to go 0 for 15? Don't let it happen. 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 We pulled 2 Yuri, 2 Eris, Lyra. We're getting all these new heroes not on rate up, but we can't get the one new hero that's on rate up. 0 for 15. Another dupe. Every hero on this account is basically a dupe. Except for the new one that we need. Yeah, I gotta say, R-Type, if you want to think of the silver lining, this is probably the evidence we need to make a push for a progressive rate up. Oh, this is the banner. I mean, we hit Zilitu 3 times. R-Type, you were just typing and then you stopped typing. Yeah, we've needed good evidence for the need for a progressive rate up to be added, and this is it. This is much worse luck than your Eloin. Your Eloin, we went 0 for 12 before we hit her. Right now, we're 0 for 15. And we started off with so many summons. I don't think we need to make it non-anecdotal. The fact that this is even possible, I mean, people talk about this all the time. We've seen it all the time. But the fact that this is even possible is all the evidence we need. Even if it's once in a blue moon, this should not be a thing. This should be unthinkable that you could pull this many times. I think it's going to come out to, correct me if I'm wrong, it was like 180 rare summons, 55,000 diamonds, and 55 divine summons. 15 legendaries hit, and we can't go. I mean, let's go for one more, and then we'll stop. We'll stop at our next one, see if we go for 0 for 16. But yeah, this just shouldn't be a thing, because this is how you get people to hate the game and to quit the game and to never want to do this. How is this so full? All right, give me 1 sec. You didn't get your chargeback, Sassy? Yeah, we'll stop at the next legendary to see if we go over 16 or not. But yeah, this is just this really kind of undermines any fun in the game. Like, we know you're playing the slots, but at some point, you should not be able to go over 16. It's really just that simple. I thought you said you did it all through PayPal, Sassy, and everything. I actually know how I think the progressive system should work. This probably is going to have to be a video now, so I'll probably explain it at the beginning of this video. But I think there's a way to do it that isn't even that generous to the players, but it wholeheartedly prevents this from ever happening again. Because this is awful. Yeah, they need to do something. Boy, oh boy. All right. Let's keep going. Hopefully we hit soon and we don't have to keep selling off. I didn't sell everything off. He'll hit him off week, next week off banner. I mean, it's possible. The drop rates were great, and they are not anymore. Until whatever it's been 25 minutes ago, the drop rates were really good. And then we reached this account. We also have to tally up R-Type, how many summons it's been with the rebate, the little rebates I've been doing now. That's like another 50 or 100 summons we're going to have to account for. Shouldn't be too hard to go through if we cut out this footage, but again, we're done. All right. Yes, you should be very glad you got him in 100. At this point, you should be glad if you got him in 700. On a full pity, it looks like. on. Ay, ay, ay. All right, we're gonna, I think we're like only a couple away. Come on. Oh my God. Did I like lose count or something? Already threw all our rebate as well. Let you sell from overflow? Yeah, that'd be awesome. At this point, let's just sell it all. Yeah, this was the nightmare scenario. This is what I thought would happen to me though, not to my friend R Type over here. There it is. We are 0 for 15. For anyone just joining, we got 407 viewers. We've pulled 15 legendaries between the Divine banner and the Rares banner, and we haven't gotten him, and we still haven't gotten him. 0 for 16. So very insanely unlucky, depressing, horrible. The one silver lining is I've long had the idea for a progressive rate up, and this is the video to pair the idea with because this is unacceptable. I think this is unacceptable. This cannot happen that you can pull 16 heroes, legendary heroes on the banner, and you don't hit the guy once. There needs to be a fail safe. So I have an idea for it, which I will have pitched, but this is unacceptable. This is terrible. Can we get a double maybe? This is unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did I miss something? Oh, Calypso just went over here. Number 16. There's Calypso. Where is she? Unbelievable. There's 16. That's terrible. I'm very sorry this happened to you, R-Type. I guess we need to do math, right? So definitely Bubba is a rare bucket hero, assuming unless they flattened it, but let's just use our old rates. Realistically, it's almost certainly it's a 20% chance or just above or just below every time you hit a legendary that it should be him, assuming everything's working properly. That means each time you don't get him each time you pull a legendary, there's an 80% chance you don't get him. So we take that and we had 16 instances. So this comes out to a 2.8% chance of this happening, which I guess, that's still within the realm of possibility, right? That it could, it's almost rounds up to 3%, but he had a 97.2% chance that he would have gotten one. But this can't be a thing. This can't be a thing. We just completely drained this account. Completely and utterly, we have drained this account. We started off with like in the mid 50,000s on diamonds with, I believe it was 54 divines. So R-Type counted everything. We did 924 summons. We did 53 divines. The rates are pretty dang good on the normal stuff and good on the divines in terms of quantity dropping. We had 16 legendaries drop, but not a single one was Beelzebub. So this is how you lose players. This needs to be fixed. So we need to institute the progressive rate up that I've discussed. Yeah. Yuck. This would make even not normal people. Ben is saying this would make most normal people quit. This would make most people quit. Yeah, this is unthinkable. All right, low moment. All right, right now we're gonna do Trey, and then we've got Phantom, and then we were gonna do the big pull session with 60 divines. So actually, this ended up being the bigger of the pull sessions because we ended up doing everything. But we've got another one to do on Twitch. Okay, let's do Trey's now, and then we got Phantom. You know what? Actually, no, we'll do Trey's and then Phantom and Moat Carp we'll do on Twitch. This is gonna be these are our last summons here. The math for this is there's a 2.8% chance that could have happened. 2.8%. So he had a 97.2% chance that if he pulled 16 legendaries, that one would be Beelzebub. So really quick, guys. I mean, before that, we were hitting at above average rates, above 20%. Really quick, I do want to say right after this, there's still almost 400 of you. Some people already leaving. They just wanted to watch R-Type suffer. We are going to head over to Twitch right after this. It'd be amazing if all of you guys can come. I'll drop the link. We're still doing one more session here for Trey. But this is going to be my last or my second to last stream before I apply for a Twitch partner. So I really need to get nice high stats so they accept me. So if you want to support me, at least come over, turn the stream on, and leave it on. That's me saying please. Mokarp is Xi Jinping's. Now Mokarp, I think he's not from China. He is from a place with a lot of wealthy people, though. Using some context clues. Is Twitch free? It's 100% free. And I don't even have the ads turned on. I think you might get an ad when you just show up. I don't control that, but I don't even have my ads turned on Twitch. Smile one link. I can give you that. Also, the mods can always share that. Here's the Smile one link. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So we're doing summons for Trey. Trey said, let's do 2 legendaries and stop. All right. It's going to really freaking hurt, to be honest, if we do 2 pulls here. Are we doing Trey, are we doing divines or normal? I mean, I hope he gets him, but it's going to be a real slap in the face to R-Type if we just, why they remove PayPal. I have no idea. I've never used Smile One, so I don't even know how it works. It's going to be a real slap in the face if we hop on here and just right away we get him. Normal? Okay. I do hope we get him, though. There's an Olog. Lots of rate up epics. So much Voroth, so much Olog, so much Nazim. Elon never owned PayPal, right? He was one of the founders of PayPal. He never personally owned PayPal, did he? Or was he even a founder? He was just like an early adopter and then had a stake in it. Do I watch American football? Of course. I'm a huge, huge football fan. He might have been the CEO. That's super possible. I don't know. Let's pull it up. Let's do some research on the side here. He probably is such a, I would assume let's see, X.com and PayPal. He co-founded X.com and online financial services. One of the first online banks that was federally insured. Sorry, Trey. We got to do this now. When does it start time? He merged with the online bank Confinity as the latter's money transfer service PayPal was more popular than X.com. So he did a merger. His company did a merger with a different company that had to avoid competition, that had a more successful service, PayPal. So he didn't even have any hand in funding it, but he did return as the COO. So I'm sure he had a big stake, but no. Confinity was co-founded by Peter Thiel. Kind of crazy. Lots of rich people in this little Wikipedia entry. They ousted Musk and replaced him with Thiel. PayPal was required for $1.5 billion in stock, of which Musk at the time was still the largest shareholder with 11.7%. So he did make like a nice chunk of change right there, right? Kind of crazy to think of. Can you imagine PayPal being sold for $1.5 billion? That's crazy. He's so rich it doesn't matter. But imagine looking back at that and like they sold I mean, how much is PayPal worth now? PayPal market cap. PayPal's worth about $90 billion. 23 short years later. Yeah, 1.5 billion back in 2002 is 3 billion, right? Basically, every 20 years money doubles is like the nice little rule of thumb. It's still insane. It's worth 30 times more now. Last account got nothing. Yeah. Quick little reminder to like the stream, guys. This is our last account before we go over to Twitch. And I really do encourage you to come over to Twitch to support the channel. Of course, yeah. It's not saying, oh, if they just waited. No, but it's just fun. It's crazy to look back on. That's all I'm saying. Every 10 years? Is that? No, it's every 20. Now, if you hold for like 2 to 3% inflation, it's every 20. I'm almost certain of that, or just about 20. My favorite team? I'm a Jets fan, unfortunately. You can just click the link. There's Osiren. $24 years. Yeah, there you go. It's about right. Yeah, because inflation's fluctuating typically without, crazy inflationary periods like we just had between 2 and 4. You think being a Cowboys fan is worse than a Jets fan? Yes, 1969. Super Bowl III, baby. First AFC team to ever win a Super Bowl. There we go. Finally, we had a legendary on this account. Make it worth it. I will say being a Giants fan long term is much better than being a Jets fan. Being a Giants fan right now is the worst thing in football. Zilitu is like insane, nonstop Zilitu. But being a Giants fan, you have to watch Saquon Barkley win Offensive Player of the Year, potentially carry his entire team to the Super Bowl. You have to watch the quarterback you should have traded up for and tried desperately to get be the best thing in football right now, and Jaden Daniels. You're watching your two division rivals face off. They both have such bright futures ahead of them. And God, the Giants are so pathetic. You have a Jets tattoo and you live in Kansas, you should rethink every decision you've ever made. Getting mad in Saquon. I actually just bet $110 because that's how much I had on my account on the Redskins or the Commanders for the money line. I think that line 6 points is way too much. Jaden Daniels does not lose by more than 6 points. That's not a thing. Trust me, I have. The only thing I'm worried about is imagine it's going to be Bills Commanders, and then remember the Bills lost to the Redskins back in the day. I feel like the Bills are just going to lose to the Commanders. I just feel like it's destiny. The Bills just going to go to the Super Bowl finally. They're just going to lose again because that's what the Bills do. They lose in the Super Bowl. Honestly, the line before was plus 6.5, but I couldn't find that line on my app. I can only find +6 because I live in Utah and we have not betting apps. They're called social wagering or whatever they call it, social sports books. But it's I should rant about that in a video once. It's insane the way they get away with it. It's +6 now. That's the rate I got. I wanted +6.5, but I think it's going to be like a 3 to 4 point game. Cato, they're different banners. Is there a creator who said that you can double dip? You either pull on this banner, which opened today, or there's a different banner tomorrow with no rate up. That's the 1+1. You can't do both together. I hope it's Bills Commanders, and I hope either of them win. I don't care. I'd love to see Jaden Daniels win, to be honest. No, no rookie's ever even won the championship game, let alone the Super Bowl. If you're a newer account or a young account, the 1+1 banner is a great choice because you just need warm bodies on your roster, right? Is Xena a good pick for Gilboss 1? If you're running Infernal and you need a cycling DPS, she's about as good as you're going to find for cycling. But that's her only use for Gilboss 1 because you have to keep picking her up. But she is good for it. Like if your other options to cycle are like Nocturne or I mean, it depends who you're running, but typically it'd be like Nocturne or what's her freaking name? Micah. Or maybe it's another fighter if you're running like Infernal Nightmare, Salazar or something, Lust. You'd be much better off for cycling with Xena, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. They let what's his name, Dan Schneider go. He finally sold the team. They made him sell the team. In the first season without him, they get the best quarterback we've seen in years, the best rookie quarterback we've seen in years, instantly in the NFC Championship game. It's pretty amazing. You absolutely could pity manipulate it for it. I also don't see why you would, but you could. It's not, all right, come on, let's do it. He said only 2 legendaries, so hopefully this is him. Comet, crazy. All right, guys, on that note, maybe we get a double. All right, we're switching to Twitch this very second. Please come and join us. You can click the link. Twitch is free. I really could use the support. Come to Twitch. We have a ton more polls to do. See you there. Goodbye. Maybe my polls too. TBD.